George Zimmerman is back in the news again. But before I continue with this story, you guys follow me on Twitter, FearlessJ2008 or FearlessJ1111. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, Fearless2005, and you can also follow me here, FearlessJ1111 Talk. Also, click on the PayPal link and support the channel. George Zimmerman is back in the news today. I find this to be quite interesting because on YouTube, there are so many black males that have an opinion, or they just might even be Donald Trump supporters. And you have these so-called pro-black people that will physically threaten to do harm to them. I was watching a video this past week where Jesse Lee Peterson was threatened. Somebody even made a rap song about shooting Jesse Lee Peterson just because of the fact that he's got an opinion. Tommy Sotomayor was attacked in New York. When he visited New York, he was attacked. Somebody sucker punched him because he had an opinion. But we have George Zimmerman that's still alive, that's walking around making threats to Jay-Z because Jay-Z is about to make a documentary on Trayvon Martin. Now, it's the normal thing for the producers to go out and talk to people to try to get the truth of what went on. They want to try to make that movie as accurate as possible. And they're willing to pay you for that information. But George Zimmerman had a problem with that. And I think he had a problem with that because of the fact that he was not getting paid. Now, when they went to his mother, allegedly, I don't know if they offered to pay her or not, but he, like in this article, mentioned that he would feed Jay-Z or anyone who messed with his family to the alligators. So it's strange to me because black Americans will get angry, they will get upset, they will make memes, and the so-called celebrities will make their opinions on George Zimmerman and just nonsense. But yet George Zimmerman will still remain alive. Nobody would touch George Zimmerman. Nobody's made threats to George Zimmerman. No one made an attempt on George Zimmerman's life. And he's able to walk the street and create more mischief in the earth and then make threats against Jay-Z. Now, where are all the hood niggas? Where are all the thugs and the gangsters in the hood? You're gonna let this Rudy poop, for the nice sense of the word. I'm being nice when I say that. You're gonna let this Rudy poop just keep coming back, and you guys continuously make him famous. But no one has made an attempt on George Zimmerman's life. You could have been taking him out just like you take each other out in the hood every single day. See, you don't let things go when you have a beef with another black person. You don't let it go. You would drive by and shoot that person, but yet George Zimmerman took out one of our young brothers. Y'all claim to be pro-blacks. You claim to love black people. You out there protesting Black Lives Matter. But yet George Zimmerman is still on the prowl. Now, I'm going to read this article. The headline reads, George Zimmerman threatens to kill Jay-Z over Trayvon Martin documentary. And then it's in quotes, I know how to handle people who F with me. And he's giving reference to the killing of Trayvon Martin. Now, this is what the article reads. The fact that George Zimmerman is still walking the street is mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling because black people are quick to make threats towards other black people. Black people are quick to want to hurt other black people just for even making YouTube videos. And you got black people that's even willing to kill another black person just because they have an opinion. Don't know the person, you never did anything to that person, but yet that person is making threats to you because you make YouTube videos. You have an opinion, or because you support Donald Trump, or because of the fact that you are a Republican and that you do not consider yourself a Democrat. Do you realize how many threats? I was watching a video yesterday, man. The Hebrew Israelite brothers, Zabak. Zabak wasn't there, but one of his little followers were there, and they were talking about something. And this one black female, the dark-skinned chick, man, was going at him, and they was trying to hold her back. And I'm thinking, like, let her go. Let her go. Let her go. She's violently coming at these men, wanting to hurt these men because these men are out there preaching something that she don't like. And then he made the comment, that's why y'all are being put in the freezer. Oh, she went off. And they're trying to hold her back. And I'm saying, like, let her go. And let one of them brothers knock her out. Since she want to be so bold to run up on some men, let them brothers knock her out. And then she will play the victim talking about, oh, you hit a woman. Well, you had no business run up on them brothers. But I digress. I got off the topic. Okay? That just goes to show what black people would do to black people. Just because black people got an opinion. But yet George Zimmerman is allowed to continue making threats. He not only making threats, but he actually acted out on his threat. He took Trayvon Martin out, and he's bragging about it. I know how to handle people that F with me. And he's boasted about what he did to Trayvon Martin, and none of y'all so-called pro-black that's out there ready to call him other black people racial names and threatening their life, none of y'all are doing anything to George Zimmerman. So I give George Zimmerman props because he's got heart, because he know that black people, for the most part, are punks. The fact that George Zimmerman is still walking the street is mind-boggling. In a recent interview, George Zimmerman, the man who killed unarmed teenager Trayvon Martin, threatens violence against rapper and music mogul Jay-Z because of his upcoming documentary, Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin story. Jay-Z announced that he is working behind the scenes of a 6-part documentary about Martin's life. The documentary is set to be produced by the Harvey Weinstein Les Weinstein Company, alongside Michael Gasparro, who will create and executive produce the series. According to Zimmerman, the film production made an unannounced visit to his parents' and uncle's home in Florida, in an attempt to get them to participate in the docu-series. No word on if his family agreed to do the interview, but he had this to say: anyone who F's with my parents will be fed to an alligator. He also made a reference to Martin's death in 2012. I know how to handle people who F with me. I have since February 2012. Disgusting. So, that's what George Zimmerman say. But black people are just going to make him famous again. You're going to talk about him like I'm talking about him. And he's going to continue walking the street making threats. But yet, these so-called thugs, these hood niggas, as you call yourselves, let this dude continue to live. And the way the article start out, it says the fact that George Zimmerman is still walking the street is mind-boggling, because no one is touching him. See, no one is messing with George Zimmerman. So I give George Zimmerman props. And see, this is why you cannot take black folks serious. You can't. Because it's easy for you guys to attack each other. It's easy for you to get on YouTube videos under ghost accounts and make threats to YouTubers. But yet George Zimmerman took out Trayvon Martin and bragged about it. And you guys got the audacity to talk about how much you love black people. But yet this dude is still living. I'm going to see what comes of this. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe. Until next time, I'm fearless.